Okay guys, so this is Seema, one of my trainers. We've got Thomas here. He's a lab mix. He's here for some pretty severe fear and anxiety issues. So for this type of dog, a rock solid recall is super, super important. Anyways, so Seema has a 30-foot line on Thomas, and we're going to do things relatively similar to what we did in step 1, but now what we're going to do is the e-collar is going to be up a few points. And what I'm looking for on the e-collar is I want it to be high enough that the dog cannot continue to do whatever it is he's doing comfortably. So if he's smelling the ground, I basically want it to be uncomfortable enough that the dog's kind of like, you know, don't want to keep smelling the ground. I need to figure out how to make this stop. And of course, then the recall command comes within a half a second of the tapping beginning, and the dog understands very quickly that, oh yeah, I'm supposed to come to make this stop. Now, it's not uncommon that when you add distance, so now you can see he's at 30 foot, when you add distance, that the dog becomes less responsive to the command. So he was very good at 6 feet. Now we're adding this distance. We're going to see, and you know how responsive he is to the command. So whenever you're ready, Seema, go ahead. Good. So Seema made a mistake, actually. She said Thomas twice. Thomas come one time. Then the only time that you should be repeating the command is when the dog fails. So you see a couple times he stopped. She repeated the command, added the electric, and gave him a pop. So this is good. You know, Thomas is not one of those dogs. A lot of trainers, they'll just show you like the easy dogs, you know, that just make it all look easy and they're coming all the time. Thomas is not such an easy dog. So you're going to see more of the process with him. All right? Whenever you're ready, Seema. So you can see I moved away to get the whole angle, and you can see that Thomas actually veered off towards me, and immediately she repeated the command with the electric and moved away from the dog again. So like the dog changed his angle, she changed her angle so that she was moving directly away from him. You don't want to be moving away from the dog kind of like off on a tangent. You want to be moving directly away from the dog. Whenever you're ready, Seema. Good, good, good job, good. Hey guys, Haz here at Shield K9, and if you find this video useful and other videos like it, I plan on producing a lot more absolutely free content. When people ask me to make online training videos to help them, people offered me money to make them online training videos. I thought long and hard about it, but I've decided that I'm going to be offering videos like this, where I give you information and actual instructionals on how to do certain things when it comes to training your dog, absolutely free. All I ask is that if you find this video and others like it useful, you support us by simply following the GoFundMe link in the description below and hitting also that like and that subscribe button, because that helps us too. And, you know, if you can, you can, and if you can't, you can't. We absolutely appreciate, you know, whether you just hit that like and subscribe, or whether you give us $1 or $5, doesn't really matter. Every little bit helps us to create more content to help you and everybody else, and we put it up there absolutely free for everybody to benefit from. Thomas isn't, right now, he isn't particularly food motivated at this point, just probably because he ate recently. So, you know, she's not using a food reward, she's just using a lot of praise when he gets to her. When you're using food rewards, it's important to understand there's no point to do it unless the dog's really excited about that food. Whenever you're ready, Seema, one more.
Thomas,
big praise. That was the best one.
Yes, good boy.
Good. And you can see she always moves away. She makes a big scene, and she really promotes the act of the dog coming. One more, Seema.
Thomas, come. Thomas, good. Yes.
Good. Good. So you can see this dog definitely needs, you know, that's good enough, Seema. This dog definitely needs more work away from the handler now. Now he needs to work at more of a distance, right? So that he can become more proficient in this behavior. He's definitely not ready to progress past this step. He will be ready to progress past this step when he becomes like very responsive to the command. So basically the second he hears the command or feels the electric, he immediately will turn. So right now we're still, it's important to note, we are still making the command first. Sorry, the electric first. So a split second before she says, Thomas, come, she's tapping. She's tapping, and when the dog moves towards her, she's praising and, of course, not tapping the dog. Okay, the e-collar is a little higher, but it's still leading the way in the process. We're still starting with a tap, tap, and then Thomas, come, and the tapping doesn't stop until he turns around. The other thing you'll notice is she's not as much in a hurry to pull on the leash. Okay, she'll let him feel that e-collar for a little bit if he doesn't turn around right away. Now, if she taps him and he turns around right away before she even gets the chance to say come, it's fine. She'll stop tapping and praise him. The whole goal is to make the dog responsive to the e-collar and understand that the command is the way out of the stem, not the way into the stem. In the final stages, what we do is we start the command before the stem, but that's in the final stages. We want to make sure the dog fully is showing the correct response to the stem and is very responsive to the whole process.